this in a single game has been achieved. IQ and ball handling on a different level. We're witnessing the evolution of the game.
You've got Russell. Dawkins is out there with Hart, and it's Morgan in at the 3. Here's Los Angeles now. Here's Dawkins. Sinks the three-pointer. Dawkins has got 29.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
Valentine kicks to Mary. A trend in the NBA, and one, Brent, that I like, new downtown arenas. They seem to be everywhere.
Well, Kevin, it's because you love to eat so much, and the restaurants are nearby, so walking distance helps. Yeah, it invigorates the city. You have people clamoring to get to the arena, to get out of the offices early, and it really brings the community together. So you love to see that kind of energy and buzz around any NBA stadium.
Morris checked in for Chicago.
One shot.
And here is Powell. Pass to Jeffries. Jacks up a 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Yeah, he's feeling it. Keep feeding him until he misses.
Here's Ramsey. And again, no good by Chicago.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Over to the wing. Here's Dawkins. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Valentine wide open, he fires, and again, Chicago, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And he's good on the 3-ball.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. A nice shot by Morgan.
And guys, they've allowed an embarrassing number of points off those turnovers.
And Chicago shooting a meager 37% for the game. Pass to Ramsey. Brent, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 15-3 run. Jeffries connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And slam dunk by Purdue.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Dawkins, good.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The shot by Ramsey, no good.
It's been a struggle all night long from deep, but doesn't seem like he's lost his confidence. He's still letting them rip.
Drains the three-pointer.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
I mean, this team is just dangerous. Right now, every shot that they're putting up feels like it's going in.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Shot on the wing. Here's Dawkins. That one drops for him. Dawkins has got 38 points.
Putting on a clinic this quarter. I mean, what a tremendous outburst scoring-wise.
Valentine passes to Ramsey. Back to Valentine. Sinks the triple.
It's really been a tale of two halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
Swiped away. Here's Ramsey to the inside. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
And I don't know how they keep doing this, but every time down, the resulting possession ends up at the three-point line and a fairly efficient shot attempt at that.
Chicago foul. Purdue. First personal foul, first team foul.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus.
The free throw drops for Jeffries. Los Angeles making a switch here. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Zoelos will bring it up for Chicago. Poked loose. Ramsey passes to Ellis. Fast break, here we go. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
Silvestre flushes it down to finish the break.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play. Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Drops in the tray. Leopard's got 45 points.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
The shot by Ramsey, no good.
He's been off the mark, and that hasn't helped them chip away at the lead. It's been a theme here this quarter.
Hits the three-point bomb.
They haven't relied on him as much as usual, but when his number has been called, he shot well enough to help them earn the lead.
And here's Valentine for 3. The rebound by Morgan.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Jeffries. And again for 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. They need this one. Got a piece of it. Here's Morgan. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Now, here's Valentine. Defense is right there. Richards passes to Valentine. It's blocked. Brent is a guy who has played with winning teams, been in terrific cultures, and currently in one with the Spurs. What do you think is more important, team culture or raw talent?
Well, I believe in the culture carrying teams to a championship, but you can't do that without talent. So it's got to be a blend of both, Kevin, in order for your team to perform at its highest level. Culture comes first.
He is beyond
now. I'm not sure they have a way to slow him down.
Pass to Ramsey. Over Dawkins. The shot by Ramsey, no good.
His shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Shepard, that's good.
That's one of the best three-point shooters. You got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot.
Shot to stop the run. Ramsey. Pass to Valentine. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Richards passes to Ellis. Here's Ramsey. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3 points.
Ramsey's got 37.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Jeffries, good.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Pass to Ramsey. Down low. Richards passes to Ellis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Purdue. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Valentine with it. He's against Jeffries. Valentine shot good.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
Pass to Morgan. From deep. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Pretty much no one is going to pass up a shot like that so much for the defense.
Ellis can't get it to go. Ellis has gone 1 of 4 so far. There's the 3. Connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That 3 pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget. Now, here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. Jeffries, the pass to Shepard. Pulls it up. Connects again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And this will put good. Another from 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
A historic performance by a historically good shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. Here's Richards. Got a hand on it. Pass to Jeffries. Driving in. Yet another bucket.
I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes. A new single-game scoring record.
Oh, history being made as we speak. Unbelievable. Here's Ramsey. And here they come. Here's Dawkins. Good, he hits again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Great. To hear the crowd showing their appreciation. We are witnessing something truly remarkable.
Well, a scoring game, GA, that ranks with the all-time greats. It's just been going off.
Put a hand up, put two hands up, an arm, a leg. It's not bothering him right now. All of these shots are just working. He's a force on offense.
"16 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Jeffries, good.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot, the green light just doesn't seem to get any greener.
Here's Purdue, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
Clearly
third
a
team
foul.
At the line for the away team, Purdue. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Five seconds left in the game. Fires the three, and it falls.
And you know what? Every player wants to have the experience of being in that kind of a zone.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now it's time for our Player of the Game.